everyone, this is Persephone, and today we're going to talk about beta men and invalidation, and in severe cases, gaslighting. By gaslighting and invalidation, I refer to something society does as a collective, and unfortunately, it's a huge problem for beta men because it's not confined within your family. Like maybe you have a toxic mom, and if you go outside, let's say on Reddit, on a forum, discuss it with your friends, some people who know about narcissism and personality disorders will validate your experience. They will say, well, your mom is bad news, she needs therapy. If she doesn't want to go, you should put some distance between you and her. Like sometimes you have to love your mom from a distance, like a couple of countries away distance, if she's probably one of the tiger moms. Anyway, the problem with beta men though is that if you try to talk to anyone about your problems as a small penis beta man, as a short man, as a man who is not white, because like I said, I'm a lot more stricter with my white subs and white fans, because whether we like it or not, white privilege exists, so you have no excuse to not try. But if you are one of the people that they have something that really hinders them, like severely hinders them, and you try to talk about it to anyone, they will just invalidate your perspective. They will be quick to deny what you feel, to deny your truth, which in many cases is the truth, and immediately try to sell you false hope that is completely worthless. Example, let's say you are unemployed, okay, and you are on welfare because you have a very serious disability. Could be something that has to do with autism, could be CPTSD, could be something else, or it could be a chronic illness. And that prevents you from meeting women. So if you try talking about that and say my chances of meeting someone are minuscule, everyone and their dog and their best friend's mom's fake account will jump to tell you, no, you're so wrong. That doesn't play any part at all. You're soon going to meet someone. Don't worry, again and again. And this is re-traumatizing in some cases, and I add myself here, people who denied what happened to me pissed me off and traumatized me more than the actual trauma. I mean, I know it sounds like schizophrenic, but it is the truth. Or all of these women who are going to say, oh, you are totally fine, you are going to make a lovely girl so happy one day, you're such a great guy, but there is this but always, I don't want to date you. Like, if the guy is so amazing, why don't you date him? Why do you have to wait for some random woman to come and grab him? That's such a nonsense. So I'm making this video to tell you today that whatever you are feeling is wrong with you, whatever you're feeling exists in your life that prevents you from meeting someone, it's true. You're going to say, you don't even know me, you're rambling online. No, I just believe that in many cases, people are right, their intuition is right. So if you feel that your penis is too small and you can't satisfy women, you're probably right. By the way, the minimum medically normal penis size starts from 5 inches. So if you measured it when it's fully hard and it's below 5 inches, you have a problem. And probably women are not going to like it. But it could be anything other than that. Like I said, women today, because of social media exploding, have extremely high standards. Like, we have a dual problem here that you're being gaslit about. One is that even if a girl is a 3 out of 10, and let's say in my dad's time, she would live in an island with 2 donkeys and her grandma, and there would be 3 guys to pick one from, and she would pick. Now, she can make an Instagram and she's going to have hundreds of men begging her. Some men even sending her money or even saying, what's your wish list to give you gifts? So this woman isn't going to pick the guy from the donkey island anymore. She's going to think, wait a minute, I have all of these guys. Maybe I can do better. And of course, that's an illusion. That commodifies people. And that's why you see women after a specific age saying, where did all the men go? Which, does that mean that the women will die alone like the ho 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 manosphere says? No, it just means, to translate it for you the autistic way, that the men these women want no longer want them because the men can do better. So that is the one problem. The other problem is that men have been conditioned to think that they can get any woman they want just because they feel like it. And recently I saw an outrageous article about a girl named Ruby Rose that I haven't even heard of her. She was some kind of rapper, artist, I don't know. And there was a guy who paid her $60,000 in 1 month on OnlyFans, and she was ignoring his messages because the guy looked, let's just say, not very attractive. So if you try to talk to anyone about these problems, I try to talk about these problems, people are going to say, you're an ableist, you are a white supremacist, you're a psychopath, you're a narcissist, you are too autistic, you are this, you are that. And they pretend that these things don't matter. So I'm just saying to you, if you have been really trying your best, if you have been taking the showers and getting the haircut and going outside to bars, clubs, cinemas, cemeteries, and I don't know where to meet women, and women avoid you, if you have been accused of even sexual harassment in extreme cases because you did too much cold approach and it didn't work out, there is a problem. And no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to bring this magical girl with a golden heart that she's going to overlook all of your problems, that you're 70 plus and you live with your mom and you don't have a job and you're twins. No one is coming. I don't say this as some kind of doomer video. There are still several options for you. Option number 1 is dying alone. I don't think you want that. Option number 2 is serving a goddess, vasectomy, chastity. You know the whole drill. I've been speaking about it for years. I say vasectomy because with all of these problems, you have to remove yourself from the gene pool. You don't need to drag kids into this mess. Option number 3, for the men who are not completely ruined, is finding a girl who is not going to be the cam girl, ethos, goddess, whatever you are into. So it's going to be a normal girl and trying to date her and be decent towards her. Because I have started to come across men on my OnlyFans that they actually say, oh, there was this girl from my job that she was interested in me, but she was plain. She was not like you. She was not like the other e-girl, e-thought, OnlyFans women. I don't like her. Excuse me? Are you some kind of male model yourself? When I hear that for one of the men that they pay me, basically, there is one woman who wants them, I'm like, oh my God, a miracle is happening, like an early Christmas miracle. And then he turns it down. Because of that gaslighting, like The Secret and other garbage books that they don't teach the law of attraction the correct way, that if you want a woman, you're just going to somehow manifest her. No one is coming. So I'm just saying, if your parents were trash and they raised you to be some kind of guy with zero social skills, you are right. Things are very serious. If you can't convince anyone, there is no point to argue with them about it, okay? Like people who want to stay in the blue pill and in the psychosis, they will stay. So the first step is listen to your intuition. Things are bad. The second step is zip your mouth when it comes to sharing your problems with people who are stupid, because that's what they are. And thing number 3 is examine your options with a realistic, critical, and objective eye. And I'm going to say something that people don't like. The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Like if you have been going to bars for 10 years to meet women and you never met a woman, stop going to bars. We have exhausted that option. It's not going to work for you. And in general, bars, clubs, Tinder, and stuff like that are favoring men who are usually taller than you, more handsome than you, in a better shape than you, with more money than you. So if you go there and you're invisible, stop going. And you need to sit down and start redefining what will really work for you and what are your options. Because the option that you're going to find this kinky goddess, that she's going to be like all over you and she's going to love you and you're going to live happy ever after because she asks nothing from you, I don't think we can even actually create an AI that is like that. Something's going to go wrong. Like we're going to create a Terminator. There is no such thing. And I'm really sad I'm writing this because I'm sick of, especially the Redditors. Oh my God, I'm going to start naming them like the cancer group. No, what are you talking about? It's so easy to meet women. Just get a haircut, just get a second haircut, just go out more, just climb mountains. Like, what are these groups of like fools? Don't let anyone gaslight you. Also your parents, your mom who says, oh, you're so great, you're going to meet girls. I'm going to suggest something. Okay, this video is at 9 minutes. I'm not going to make it too long. Make an account as a hot guy for 2 days. Like take someone, because I don't want you to steal actual people, create some very realistic like AI version of a guy that looks like real and make a Tinder account and see how women react to a man who is really like a 9 out of 10. Women would be throwing themselves at that account. So if your mom is saying everything is great and you don't have a problem, forget about her. This is part of the gaslighting like gang. And I'm saying that because, like I said, I feel really sad about the men that they really try, that they message me and they want to improve their lives. And deep down intuitively, they know, or even by observing, they know that these methods aren't working or that some of their goals, they're not going to achieve them. And everyone is ganging up against them, like to drag them back into the matrix, into the blue pill, that no, it's not your height, no, it's not your weight, no, it's not that you make $3 per hour. Of course it is. What else do you think is going on? There is some kind of like secret conspiracy that you're excluded from the dating scene from aliens? Of course it is. And I'm going to say something to close this video, which is a little bit of like gossip for people who don't know. It's not just on you, like the same gaslighting happens in many other areas. An example is coming and making videos that I have women who are messaging me and they want to become cam girls or they want to become like adult content creators, and I tell them the truth. But if you go to any other site, they're going to say, oh, no, there is an audience for every size. Your appearance doesn't matter. Like, even if you are 300 pounds and even if you are 120 years old, you can still be a cam girl and make 20,000 per month. Sure, yeah, go on, queen, build your empire. In theory, you can. In reality, though, if you look at the front page of many vids, which I'm also there, you're going to see like curvy white girls, curvy, very light skin, Black and Latina girls, the petite Asian girl that does all of these stereotypes that I'm not going to expand on, that they're pretty racist. And the women who are not part of that, they have to work so hard. And some of them have been in the industry for years and they have built a following. So yeah, in theory, you can do anything you want. In theory, I can find you a guy who is 500 pounds and found true love. I can find you a guy who never worked a day in his life and found some girl from a village who loves him. Like, why don't we just hope for you to win the lottery? Like, this is how you want to live your life? Grasping for straws, searching for the one person who made it? I don't live like that. I don't want the same for you. So, starting today, again, I'm going to say the steps one more time to not make this video rambling. Sit down, identify the problems. Ask yourself if you know deep down that the problems are real and not some bullshit. You can ask one final time the people in your life, like your best friend, your dog, your mom, your friends on Discord, whatever. If they give you bullshit advice you have done before and it doesn't work, you abandon them. And then you start working on your goals. If you want personalized advice or help from me, OnlyFans is above. You subscribe there and we're going to chat there, okay? And I respond to text messages there every day. If that means am I chatting for hours and hours for free? No. But your problem is going to be solved 100%. And also because I have tons of content there that is for beta men, that is too much for YouTube, that I can't post here. For people who say, how can I contact you for free? You can't. That is how much I charge my time. So if you want to blame someone, you can blame the late stage dystopian capitalism, because I do this for people who want to help themselves but also value my time, okay? It's not a charity. Thank you for watching.